Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again so much for our time together. I want to talk to you today about something that we don't normally like to talk about. I want to talk to you about what does it feel like when you get provoked. Proverbs chapter 27 for our text today, verse 3. Stone is heavy and sand a burden, but provocation by a fool is heavier than both. Now I want you to think with me about how difficult it is to carry a stone. It's awkward, it's heavy, and it's dead weight. And I want you to think about how difficult it is to carry sand, even sticking it in a bag or an enclosure. It's bulky, it's a dead weight, and it's shifting all the time. Both of these things are very difficult things to carry. But he said, now there's a burden greater than carrying sand, and there's a burden greater than carrying a stone. And that's the burden that you carry under the provocation of a fool. Now, every one of us at some point or another in our life have had a fool trying to stick their finger in our proverbial eye. We've had a fool that has decided that they just want to irritate us. They want to provoke us. They have nothing better to do except to write blogs about us or make little snide comments about us in a meeting or whatever. You know, they've always got the little one-liners and the little things that just always stick you, always provoke you. Now, brothers and sisters, that becomes a very heavy burden to carry. To be rebuked by someone who's your friend, that's not a burden, that's a blessing. To be corrected by someone that you love, that's not a burden, that's a blessing. But constantly being provoked by a fool, that's a very heavy burden to carry. And brothers and sisters, it will wear you out. It will wear you down and wear you out, and at some point or another, you're going to snap. Now let me tell you what I've learned to do in my short life. When I get around a person who is a fool and all they want to do is provoke me, they just want to drop little snide remarks, they want to make little crass comments, you know what you learn to do? I'm just going to put this burden down. I'm not going to carry this burden. And just distance yourself from that person. Just distance yourself from the person. Now, maybe it's somebody who's writing things against you on their Facebook page, or they're writing in their little family blog about you or whatever. They're hurting you in school. They're making little cracks. I would just make it one of my goals in life to avoid that person, to not read anything they write, to not get anywhere near them, because you'll find that these people have very short attention spans, and they'll find somebody else that will begin to be the focus of their provocation. So what I do is just remove myself from their line of sight, remove myself from their attention. I just decide I'm not going to carry that provocation. Now, brothers and sisters, each one of us have this that we have to face in life. Each one of us have people who are fools who want to provoke us. Just decide to remove yourself from their line of sight, remove yourself from their attention, and get on with life and be happy. Don't carry this heavy burden.